Hi Cancer, welcome to your new moon reading for December. It's also the winter solstice. In a couple weeks I'm going to do a 2023 spread. I'll do a card for each month and see, get some general vibes for the year ahead for you. Right now we'll pull some base cards and then I'll clarify each of them. So let's see what is going on for Cancer right now. Okay, we have the Ten of Wands. You are carrying something very, very heavy right now that feels very overwhelming, very super heavy burden, lots of pain associated with it, lots of conflict. You're taking on too much, whether it's too much at work, too much at home, just too much. You are carrying something very, very heavy. Well, this is why we pull clarifiers, and we'll see. The Hermit. The Hermit is taking the time to go within. It's where you become the introvert, which leads to a spiritual awakening. This is the time where you are trying to find the light again, trying to find the answers, trying to figure out what your purpose is and why you're here and what you're doing here. And it's answering your soul's calling. It's a major arcana card, which tells me the universe said this was time. It's time for you to go within and figure out what's going on and where you're headed. The Knight of Wands is excited and passionate and ready to move forward. Knights are messengers, so maybe you're waiting to hear something from someone. Maybe you're ready to go off in a new direction, but this is a spark and an energy and putting it into motion to go to new spaces, new places. So now we'll pull some clarifiers. What is this Ten of Wands that Cancer is carrying? What is going on here with the Ten of Wands? Justice. Some of you may be dealing with a divorce or a bit legal matters and things like that, and it's becoming very overwhelming, very just too much. Some of you are dealing with the Three of Wands can go, Three of Cups rather, could have several meanings. But when it's pulled with cards like this on a heavy burden, it means you're dealing with something with a third-party energy. So someone has put you in a third party, or you have discovered that there's a third party, or there's a third-party energy. Could be another person, could be something else that someone has put above you, where it's become too much for you to handle. Judgment. We see judgment when it's Judgment Day and decisions have been made. These are two major arcanas, which tells me that the universe put these there in your path as for a reason, for lessons to be learned and major revelations for you. This is when you are talking to your spirit guides, talking to your angels, asking for the signs, seeing the synchronicities, and this is what, maybe that's what that burden is. It's that you know judgment is coming. Decisions have to be made. Things have to be done differently in order to move forward. Let's see. First, I'm going to pull on the Knight of Wands because I really love this Hermit energy. I'm going to save it for after. Hermit energy is great for finding yourself and finding out how to do it better. Let's see. Okay. In this, with the Knight of Wands, we have the Page of Wands, which comes before the Knight of Wands. The Page of Wands is the spark of the tarot. He is has that the Ace of Wands is a new beginning, is a new spark, something creative that you want to dive into, a new start. The Page of Wands is carrying it forward and putting it into motion, putting that spark and those ideas into actual play. It's not just an idea anymore. Now the page is ready to get started and move forward with it. So some of you are looking to go into something new, a new adventure. This is a card of travel and forward motion. So something has caught your attention. Something is exciting you right now and propelling you into a forward direction of where you want celebration. See, remember I explained that the Three of Cups, why do I keep saying Three of Wands? Three of Cups is can have several meanings. This is why it depends on the cards that are around them. This is how we interpret cards. It's why you'll hear certain readers say certain things about a card, or it's because they all have multiple meanings. It's a matter of how you put them together. So with this type of energy here, this tells me that you are looking to celebrate, which it's the time. It's the holidays and you go to more parties. This is where you are relying on friends to help you through a situation. It's an energetic type of a card of wanting fun and happiness and being able to be joyous with the people around you. Wheel of Fortune says it's time, that the only way to get to your happiness and all that is to move forward and to move toward this spark or this thing that is igniting a new passion in you. Wheel of Fortune is, again, a major arcana card, and the major arcanas are all about fate and destiny. And this is the card of fate and destiny. This is the wheels are turning. The wheel of fate is spinning in a new direction. And when we see this, especially coupled with these cards around it, it means it's moving in your favor. So you making moving forward and propelling this energy into that an actual thing, the universe has your back and is telling you to go on that mission, to go forward, to go forth with that new exciting thing that is catching your attention right now, because you are the Empress. You give birth to new things, to actual people. Some of you can be pregnant, and to new ideas, new passions, new businesses, all kinds of things like that. The Empress is very much in her power. She is the embodiment of all of the queens in the deck, which makes her at such an elevated level that, nothing can touch the Empress. The Empress, not only is she powerful, but she knows the power that she carries, but she carries it well. It's never to be destructive. It's always to be creative and to bring things to fruition. So right now, if you are doubting because of what you were going through here and whatever this heavy burden was, maybe part of that heavy burden was you didn't know how to get started with this spark or whatever it is. But now that you are in Empress mode, you are fully capable, and the universe is on your side to put all these things into motion so that you can end up with having that ultimate celebration at the end and to be proud of your accomplishments. The Hermit. Tell me about the Hermit energy. Four of Cups, that's usually what puts us into Hermit energy. Four of Cups is where you feel bored and stagnant and blah about the choices and the things that have been in front of you. You realize that what is in front of you is no longer serving its purpose. So that Ace of Cups, it's generally depicted as three of the cups together that you're bored with, and then a random cup that you just don't even realize is there because you're busy looking at these, but you don't realize that that Ace of Cups, which on its own in the deck is a brand new beginning. It's new emotions. It's emotions that have led you to this place. And that is generally what puts us in that hermit mode, is not being happy anymore with what's around us and knowing that there is something bigger and better. And I kept saying the Three of Wands before for some reason every time I saw the Three of Cups, and here's the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands shows itself when you know which way you're headed in. Because when we see the Two of Wands, which comes before this, that Two of Wands is when we are debating between two different paths. By the time you hit the Three of Wands, you know which path is yours. You know exactly where you're headed. You know how to get there. You have not only the spark and the ideas, but now you have the momentum and you have the desire to head forward and to head toward that Four of Wands eventually, which is that ultimate stability. Temperance. See, temperance is all about being able to alchemize a situation, being able to temper the situation, which means you know where to pull back, you know when to push forward. And right now you are taking all these things that you've been through and all of this whatever was a heavy burden, you, like I said, you've now called on the angels, you've asked them for help, and the angels are now delivering, and they are helping you to alchemize the situation and make it work and make it make sense. A big thing a lot of you had to do here was to set up this fence for yourself, this Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is that wounded warrior. It's right before that Ten of Wands. So this is what led you into that hermit mode, and what you've realized, what you're going to realize being in that hermit mode, is that you have to set better boundaries. Because the only way people can hurt us is because we don't have very clear boundaries with them. So they don't know when they are crossing lines, or if they do, they don't care because you've always allowed it. So now you have to stop allowing that energy that is stopping you from being able to go off in this new direction with this spark, so that you can feel yourself as the Empress and know that it is time for you to bring in all the things you deserve. So let's see if there are any other messages. I feel like you might have something else the universe needs to tell you right now. And you did. It was one card. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is a very hard worker, somebody who has put a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of patience into developing everything. The King of Pentacles has taken his time to get there, but he is fully grounded and stable and has worth in every way, financial, spiritual, emotional. The King of Pentacles can sit on his throne and be very content with what he's done to get there, how he's gotten there through integrity, through hard work, through honesty. So I feel like the universe is telling you that it's taken you a long time and it's been a heavy burden to get here, but eventually these things will come to fruition in the best way possible. So now we're going to pull a love oracle card, and then I'm going to end my reading with a song choice. I like to shuffle a playlist at the end and leave you with a song. I resonate a lot through music, and I'm sure a lot of you do too. So go look up the lyrics, go look up the artist, see what it is. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. See, while they were an issue, which is why you may be having issues, like I said, with legal matters, with divorce, with things like that, it's going to spin and turn in your favor. Finances and career are where you are focused right now and where you're putting a lot of energy and a lot of your time and effort, and it's going to pay off tenfold. It's everything you're putting in is going to come back to you, and you're going to be able to sit back and celebrate real soon. It's just a matter of putting that heavy burden down and relishing in this hermit mode. Some people get scared of that hermit mode, but that's where you go in and you do that shadow work and you do the dark work and you realize the things that trigger you and figure out why, and you learn how to make them make you grow. And this is how you become that Empress. You already are, but you're forgetting it, and you're allowing people to cross boundaries that they shouldn't be crossing right now. And the universe says, and we're done with that. It's not time for that anymore. Now we become the King of Pentacles, and we get to be admired and respected for everything that we've put in every facet, in finances, in love life, in all of it. So let's see what your song choice is here. Fleetwood Mac, You Make Lovin' Fun. Old song, of course. I mean, you're never going to find anything contemporary here. I am an old soul. I listen to older music. I very rarely will like anything that's, played on the radio these days, or, at least anything pop or anything like that. You're never going to end up with something like that on my one of my playlists. So have a great holiday. Use this new moon. The new moon is all about manifesting and calling in everything you want. Write it all down tomorrow. Tomorrow's the new moon. Write it all down and read it to yourself every single day until those things come into reality. Because as the Empress, you absolutely have the ability right now to call in and bring in everything that you want. And the universe is fully on your side because it says it's time. So I will see you in a few weeks for your 2023 reads. Have a great holiday. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you soon.